Alright. So you gotta go back in here. Because the door is clearly progress.
Professor Lucien's suitcase.
I don't remember that being there last time.
Bag, he left it behind when he fled the train with the other passengers.
Snoop. Snooping his stuff.
I don't think there's anything interesting in it.
Well, now we'll never know because you didn't snoop. Oh. Don't I feel silly?
I'll take the axe with me when I explore the...
Going outside wasn't climbing out the window here. It was the prompt to go back to the hallway. Which really, when one door is to a hallway and there's a window to the outside of the train, the prompt should be to hallway. Use wet towel on door.
Locked.
Axe the crap out of the door.
Okay. We'll do it the hard way.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, door have been wedged. What? What logic? Well, I mean, I'm glad that wasn't something I had to figure out, because I was never gonna think turn yourself into a wet baby bear. Use the axe, crawl back inside, examine the coupling.
Ah, the coupling. It looks just like the one on the freight car. That means at first I have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension.
So turn it. I can't reach.
Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
But you did have the strength before.
That should do the trick.
Use the axe. Strike the coupling! Just a little baby tap. Alright. Am I dying, or has the train been uncoupled? I can't really tell. It looked pretty attached there.
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story.
What? It's not story time, Zellner.
The locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us.
Didn't check the roof.
What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
Ah, yes. Kids. The infamous... I don't know, I forgot words. The best storytellers, you know. Remember, if a kid tells you someone committed a crime, take it at face value. Don't question it. Assume they're always right. That man is wearing a strange hat. Or has an incredibly misshapen head. In which case, I don't judge. Oh, that was out of sync. That was really... real delayed.
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there, but then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared. And
Yeah, we're on a runaway train.
You
Where
did
could he have
well.
gone?
Are you sure it was a man?
And not
Yeah,
a
very sure.
ghost?
What else could he be?
A woman?
No. Girls can't be thieves.
Whoa there,
Girls are
Ron
always
Weasley, with your close-mindedness.
If only you knew. Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you
Very
think
helpful.
He was
Bad.
sneaking around.
Bad.
Everybody
The
else was
perfect
outside of
visual
town.
that?
descriptor.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
The envelope that the man lost. Where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket
For Cairo.
For the cruise.
What?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Hey, we just found someone's ticket to a boat, officer. What should we do? Well, Ron, normally I would say we give it to me,
Tickets and everything else in the
and I'll
envelope,
find who
not
it belongs
part
to.
of my
Oh my god, why does
investigation.
Elner look like he works at
You
McDonald's?
have no part to play in Cairo.
But no, he's just like, yeah, let's take it. Go on a vacation.
You'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh. The ship is his next chance to steal the eye. And he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
I deserve to come along.
What you did was extraordinary. Far more than anyone could have a right to expect from you.
And you still want to leave me behind.
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland with your head held high. Enjoy your triumph.
I have not achieved anything yet. The Fiend tried to kill us, and he's still at large.
Yeah. Events in the
What else did you
tunnel.
find out in the tunnel?
Not much.
Wow, that is
After we
the
came out
most
of the
desert
tunnel,
of
Robert and I
desert.
questioned the passenger.
Actually, no, yeah,
Which
actually, you know
didn't
what? I
turn up
feel
anything
silly.
new.
No.
That
The
is
engineer and
the
fireman
water
rooms,
being
they were
heavily
hundreds of
reflected by the
kilometers
sun,
back.
I imagine. I don't think
Those
that's a
planes
desert
had been
next to
overwhelmed
them.
by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm
Yeah,
checking
okay, that
their
is
stories. One
it's
of
supposed
them
to
may
be
have
water.
been
It just
paid
looks
to
a
eliminate
little
the
off
other one.
How could the Raven's heir
due to
have found
the
out about
coloring.
the trap?
But it makes sense.
How was he able to put the dynamite in the box and place the letter?
The dynamite was probably already
The
in the box when
dynamite?
I put it in the safe. I didn't check it.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself
What?
be distracted by that damned letter.
How did you know?
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
The-
I'm coming with you.
I knew
Full
there was
stop.
someone incredibly
If he was able to
suspicious
place
on the
sensors of
train,
dynamite in a cash
sitting
box
on the
right
roof,
under my nose.
plotting,
For all we know, you
doing
could already be
criminal
sitting on the next
things.
bomb.
But
You cannot come.
I got caught up reading a letter.
But
So-
Inspector,
I'm sorry we blew up.
We're here.
Welcome to Hotel Transylvania 3. If this first shot isn't of a cruise ship, I'm gonna feel pretty silly because said that too soon. Yeah.
Inspector Legrand, an urgent telegram from Paris.
bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events on the train. I'm to return to Paris and explain myself.
But, sir, what about the eye?
They want to inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might?
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received.
Let me litter.
Keep a close watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir.
Also, this game isn't formatted super well. Like with this resolution, because I keep getting things up in my top right corner that are barely making it in.
What's the constable's problem with me?
I think he's jealous. Scotland Yard assigned him to assist me, just as you were sent by the Swiss authorities.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Robert is to accompany me at all times. Your mission was restricted to Switzerland.
It's
At
true.
this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice, and I can't carry you.
You don't have to carry me.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich.
Maybe,
since the start
just
of the war.
maybe,
I
due to the
personally
mistake
took it out
on the
of
train,
bank vault, and Professor
before
Lucien
it gets on the boat.
certified that
Maybe,
it was the real
just
thing.
maybe.
And while a fake jewel
Check
was
the
sent by
safe.
train,
The real
Just
one
a thought.
was brought here in an armored car.
Just a
how is it
thought.
protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3 special keys. Professor Lucien has one, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the second. The third was sent by air courier to Dr. Abbas Mokhtar, the director of the
Okay,
Egyptian
so-
Museum in Cairo.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it arrives in Egypt.
That's correct. We don't want to make it too easy for
Unless
potential
it was rigged before that, but alright, at least you've talked
hope
your
you're
way
aware
out
of the
of
fact that
not
you're
being
risking
able
your
to check
career.
it.
Indeed, I am.
Why do you care so much about this case? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly risk your career?
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
What if he is
It's
the
his
Raven?
handwriting. And there's only one person who ever called me Nico. Have you ever considered the possibility that I shot the wrong man?
But what do you mean
No.
by that?
Let us assume
You still
just
could
for
have,
a
though.
moment that the person I shot and who fell from the roof was not the Raven. Who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians?
No, no, that's
They wanted to
true.
revel in a successful manner.
As long as
And it was
people,
the best thing that could have
if people
happened to them.
perceive that you are
The search
right,
for him was over.
that is more important
He had no reason to
than
fear
actually
me
being
anymore.
right.
I had so many medals afterwards that he could hear them jingling.
But I mean, how do you live with
And
yourself?
now
That's the
he's
real
back.
question.
And you're the only one who can stop him? Does that sound probable to you?
The feathers, the letters. Nico. No one outside the police force knew that the Raven used to call me that in his letters.
Policemen gossip, and there are plenty of forgers. You can't seriously intend to stake your reputation on such weak evidence.
My reputation rests on something
I mean,
that
that's not the weakest I've
I
ever
have to
heard.
find out who's behind all this.
Let's review. One of the 2 most valuable jewels in the world was stolen. Obviously, the second one will be next. And
We
you
don't know that for
suspect
sure.
A legendary burglar who's been dead for 5 years.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there, in a safe that requires 3 keys.
Bruh.
Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to be air freighted to Cairo.
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just 1 key left.
The Baroness's.
Correct.
So, you'll need my eyes on board.
Look, you can keep your eyes open for me here on the wharf. I'd be most grateful. But when this ship sets sail, you will not, I repeat, not be on board.
But, Inspector,
We're dealing with a dangerous man, and I will pursue him
Just a
regardless
guess.
of the consequences.
Because
won't
I don't
let
imagine
you
games
lose
end
that.
with, sorry, you can't
it's
come,
still
goodbye.
my decision.
I think I'm getting on that boat.
It's not. It's mine, and I've already made it. Good day, Constable Zellner.
I said good day. Alright. So, let's start with something I should have said when it was much closer. I have seen many a ship. They don't typically have bath tile exteriors. Can I just leave? Can I just go home? Steal his car? Not really sure what it wants me to do. I mean, I imagine it's sneak on that boat, but... You know, for a big cruise, sure is literally no one around. I can't walk all the way around the car, can I? Come on, Zal. Boo. Do, boo, boo. Look at Crane.
In my younger years,
It's
I
at
might
least
have
something.
considered abseiling from the crane down to the ship, but those days are long past.
Check. Go to the young woman's car. Sure, why not? Examine the luggage. Look at that word. Go back.
Amazing how much luggage there is for so few passengers. And I'd guess that 3/4 of it belongs to the women.
Rude, Zellner.
Fine car, but nothing compared to the young lady who owns it.
Ugh.
Who could she be? An actress? A millionaire's daughter? She's certainly attracting a lot of attention.
You can tell by the fact that there's no one around and I'm staring at her like a creep. Look at the gangway. Young woman's car. Enjoy the
Sea is
view!
quiet today. Ideal conditions for a cruise.
What's going on over here? Constable Oliver.
Constable Oliver seems to be a little simplistic. But I don't think he's a bad policeman. The way he reacted in the tunnel and got the train moving. Hats off. Constable Oliver seems to be a little... The way he reacted...
I meant to talk
Hello,
to him.
Constable Olivier.
Oh, Olivier. I'm sorry.
It's Oliver.
Oh, no, never mind. I was
I
right.
just wanted to say that you did a good job in the tunnel.
Thanks.
How did you know how to get the train moving?
I come from a family of miners, and my uncle is an engine driver down the mine.
I see. And you looked over his shoulder.
Yeah, best way to learn.
I mean,
Did Legrand
okay, there's a lot of
tell you
information
about
there that
his
you didn't need.
That it could be
Could
the
it-
real Raven?
Of course he did. We're part.
I kind of hoped he just ended with, I come from a family of miners. You know, you just dig enough coal and, you know, you learn how to drive a train.
That's his symbol.
Anyone can put a feather in an envelope.
It's true.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you.
Whoa.
You put the envelope on the safe.
To blow myself
Whoa
up?
there,
You saw it on the
Oliver.
way, and now you're the famous hero, right? And the Raven must have paid you pretty well.
That is ridiculous.
Is it? Only you and I and Legrand were in the freight car. One of us must have put the envelope on the safe. Legrand did. And I did.
Therefore, it must have been you. No other outcome. Was that it over here? I'm going to assume yes. Let's just walk off the edge of the pier. No, I can't go any farther than that.